Hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be a short video today because I'm not going to actually cover any actual trade setups. I want to talk to you a little bit. I've been talking a lot with the syndicate group, with the war room group, about the importance of psychology and the process that you go through in order to keep yourself on track and following a plan. Because we know that, I know, having done this for as many years as I've done it, that the two major things that hang traders up is, number one, having a strategy. And not just having a strategy, but having tested that strategy and knowing that historically it will produce a profit. Because the surest sign that something is going to produce a profit in the future is what it's done in the past. It's by no means indicative of the results in the future. We cannot be certain of the future. But the best thing that we can do is to try and find a formula that over time has shown that it can consistently or over time produce a profit. And the second thing is having the discipline to follow that plan. And having one helps you have the other. So having a plan that you've tested, that you've gone through the process with, that you have clearly defined the rules for, helps you in the discipline process. But I want to talk to you a little bit about some of the common feelings and some of the common emotions and stuff that people deal with when they're trying to trade in their daily walk with the markets. And we're lucky enough, by having the syndicate and by having that program available to people, to let them see the good and the bad and the ugly. And so guys who are in there and who spend time in there and who really treat it like an educational experience come in and they get to see every day whether we're making money or losing money. They get to hear from me and talk about the losses that we've had. And sometimes those losses can last a day, sometimes they can last a week, sometimes they can last a whole lot longer than that. And traders being able to see that, one of the things that they come away with is, oh, holy smokes, there's really not like these guys aren't out there making money every single day and everything that they touch turns to gold. And there really is a battle going on. And some days really are bad days and some weeks really are bad weeks. I didn't think traders who were professionals had bad weeks. I thought I thought, well, yeah, sure, I'm sure they have an occasional bad week, but I didn't know that this was a common thing. That it's not uncommon for you to be hitting 50% or 40% or anything like that. And what they come away with and what they realize after spending some time with us is holy smokes, that down days, down weeks happen all the time. But they also get to see the cumulative P&L, what happens over time. So they get to see, well, wow, if I have that system and I have that process and I just continue to work through my plan and I continue to trade my plan because I know my plan is profitable, then yes, I may have losing days. Yes, I may have losing months or losing weeks. I may have a string of losing weeks. But if I maintain my discipline and I continue to trade through my plan, then that is the surest way and surest path to success. And what I want to kind of talk about today is, let's just take a certain scenario, okay? So let's say we're trying to be a trend follower here, right? And you've been listening to me for a while, and you get the trend following idea, and you're like, okay, market went up, okay, I saw the market come up, and then we retraced, and I saw the retracement, and I looked left, and I saw the support, and I thought, oh, that's great, we've got to break a structure back down into support. I think I might buy. And then you end up buying and you go boom, and you get up there and then you see the market pull back and you see, oh, okay, yeah, I'm back down into structure again. Look left, structure leaves clues. You're holding the position, waiting to see that market rally up to your target, and then we get this little shallow rally and the market, boom, goes the other direction, ends up stopping you out on your protective stops. And you say, dadgummit, okay, I'm gonna follow the trend now. Now we're gonna go the other direction. So now I keep an eye out for my previous structure level, and the market rallies up, and I almost get filled, but I follow my rules, and I'm being really good and really diligent about it. And we see the market roll over, and then we follow back up again. We get back up into that structure level, and you say, okay, now I'm gonna short the market because the market shifted trend. And Jason talks about sticking with the trend and using those retracements back up into previous structure. And I've heard him say, look left, structure leaves clues, and then sure enough, the market continues to rally. And you say, okay, I'm going to do my part. I'm going to follow the plan. And we retrace back down in, boom, and we're short, and we're still short. And the next thing you know, boom, the market rallies again. and stops you out again. And after a couple of times of that, you start to say to yourself, well, shoot, I mean, I don't really think that I can do this anymore. Maybe even try one more time, and then the market falls back down again and it breaks structure, boom, and you're stopped out again. And this can happen again and again and again to us. And it's easy, very easy, during these times when we're trying to understand and we're trying to figure this game out. Because keep in mind, guys, this is not a game that you learn overnight. This is not a skill that you pick up after watching a 2-hour seminar or after attending a 30-minute presentation of a new trading strategy or a new idea or a new way of doing things. The key is in the discipline. In trying again and again and again and seeing failure after failure, but continuing to come back and continuing to trade that plan. Because you see, eventually, guys, these movements, these back and forths, eventually they turn into really, really nice trading opportunities. Eventually they turn into winner after winner. And I remember, just recently, it's really nice, as I said before, to have the syndicate for people to draw from. There's over 1,000 of you who watch this video every week are actually members of the syndicate. And we get to talk about some of this stuff, and I get to share with you. Remember back when I said, the impressive losing streak that I was having, and how I just said, you know what, I'm just going to continue to trade the plan. This will eventually turn itself around. And now, over the course of 2 months, we've generated over 1,000 pips in 2 months since January of 2015. And that's the kind of performance that we get when we continually follow the rules. Because consistent profits doesn't mean every time. Consistency doesn't mean I'm winning 5 in a row every single day. Or I'm winning 5, losing 2, winning 5, losing 2. It means I'm being consistent, and over time I'm getting results. And guys, I talked with a friend of mine. Many of you will remember back a couple of years ago, a friend of mine named BJ Nash. And BJ is a phenomenal trader. And he's also an expert in trading psychology. He's an expert in other kinds of psychology too, but one of the things that he specializes in is trading psychology. And he called me up the other day and he said, hey, I just wanted to chat with you. And I wanted to see how things were going, and I told him a little bit about what was going on. He told me what was going on in his life, and he says, I was just wanted to say hey and follow up with you. And I said, well, I'm not going to leave this conversation without asking you to come talk to my people. And I said, would you be willing to come and talk with some of the folks at Trade Empowered and maybe teach them a little something? I have, or Akil is going to be holding a 1-week-long training event that's totally free. So for those of you guys who are new, you've never been exposed to what we've been doing, maybe this is the first video you've ever saw, we're going to be holding a seminar, a week-long seminar. So you want to mark it for your calendar, the first full week of April. I think it's the 8th of April is when we're going to start it. And it's going to be a full week, so make sure you tell your bosses that you're going to be taking off work because you're not going to want to miss a minute of it. And we're going to walk through and talk with you and teach you some of these skills about trading, how to read a chart, understanding Fibonacci and ratio analysis in a way that you've never understood it before. And also we're going to teach you the cipher pattern. There's so many misconceptions about what the cipher pattern is. And over the course of that week, we're going to teach you that pattern so that you can walk away with an extremely valuable pattern in your pocket that you know how to use, and you can go out in the market starting the day after you learn it and start using it to your advantage. But I asked BJ if he would come in and teach a little lesson for us and spend some time with you guys on psychology and give you some tools and some processes that you can use to start getting control of your emotions. And he said, yeah, of course I will. Of course I'll come in and do whatever you want me to do. I'm happy to do it. And so not only that, I want for you, those of you who are interested in, BJ's actually got some training. I'll see if I can dig it up. I'll see if I can find a link to his training, and I'll put it in the about section or something of the video here. And you guys can kind of check out BJ's training and see what he's all about. But he's going to be talking at the next Technical Trader Workshop, which is, as I said before, mark your calendars, April 8th That week, the first full week in April, is when we're going to have that. But guys, being consistent, having that trading plan, having something to cling to. I mean, I have the benefit of historical perspective. I have the benefit of not only having traded the system and seeing it be successful, but having a decade worth of trading experience under my belt. Some of you guys haven't traded the same system for more than 30 minutes your entire trading careers. Some of you guys, every time you make 2 or 3 losses, you start modifying your system. You start changing things up. You start searching for this perfect formula that's not where you're not going to lose, or where you can win 80% or 90% of the time. And what you should be focusing on is refining your trading plan, getting very specific about the rules, and then spending every single day running through your if-then process, running through your syntax about, is this a good trade? Is this what we want to do? Does this fit into my trading plan? Is this part of my rules? And if so, trading it with consistency. And that's something that we're going to be talking about all through the week of April, the first week in April. So I hope this was valuable to you guys. It's been on my mind for a while, and I wanted to kind of talk to you and show you how, man, there are periods in the market where it looks like what you're doing just absolutely doesn't work, but you know what ends up happening? It ends up coming back. Consolidation leads to expansion. A broken trend in the market, breaks of structure, false breakouts lead to incredible trend following opportunities. And you can make money in the consolidation, and you can make money in the trend. All you have to do is be consistent with what you're doing. So I'll see if I can pick up that training from BJ, so you guys can have a little something to work with this week. But if I find it, make sure you watch it. So it should be at the bottom. If I can dig it up, it should be in this video. But take some time and go and watch the training that he's got, because it really is powerful stuff. And if you take it to heart, it really will help your trading. So guys, until next week, be safe and be good. I'll talk to you then.